Matt Moscona joining us from Upon Further Review there at ESPN New Orleans, ESPN Baton Rouge as well. You can catch him weekdays 3 to 6 Central Time. So, Matt, we talked about Arden Key. Let's stay with the defense. Multiple losses to the NFL on all three levels of the defense, but that's nothing new. Jamal Adams may be the largest loss in terms of just a guy that I considered once he came off the board at the NFL draft to probably be the surest fire impact player at the next level. But I digress. Let's stick with the 2017 Tigers. Your thoughts with all the losses, but the expectations that LSU just reloads, that the defense is going to be on par with what it's been.
Mark, they have talent. That's no question. The only school in the country that's recruited more 4 and 5 stars over the last 5 years than LSU is Alabama. So the question of, the all-airport team, the guys that are big enough, strong enough, fast enough, LSU has that. And maybe the biggest sale that Ed Ogeron made this offseason was in keeping Dave Aranda, the defensive coordinator, after Les Miles was fired, re-upping Aranda to a contract extension because everyone around here thinks the world of him. And he, by all accounts, may very well be the best defensive coordinator in the college game right now. But the losses are tangible and not easily replaceable. You mentioned Adams, but it's not just Adams. Your top 2 tacklers last year were your 2 linebackers, Kendall Beckwith and Duke Riley. They're both in the NFL. Arden Key's coming back. Man, you lose Lewis Neal, and you lose Tayshaun Bauer, and you lose Devin Gottschall. At every level of the defense, that's not even to mention a first-round cornerback in Tre'Davious White, who was really their lockdown corner. I don't know how you replace all of that production without skipping a beat. There has to be an expected step back this year at LSU. It's not to say they won't be still a very formidable defense. I think they'll be much better later in the season than at the beginning of the season, which may favor them because through September, the schedule's easier than when it flips to October. But there isn't a ready-made Jamal Adams or Tre'Davious White on this team. They're going to count on a couple of young linebackers, a sophomore in Devin White, maybe a guy like Michael Divinity, also a sophomore, to take reps. They hope that a senior like Donnie Alexander can step up. But the point is, Mark, you're going from these household names that everybody knows, like Jamal Adams and Tre'Davious White, to hoping that guys like Devin White and Dante Jackson and Kevin Tolliver can live up to their lofty star ranking. But it's just a big question that we don't know the answer to and won't until the end of the season. But for me, if you're not expecting some bit of a step back defensively this year, then I just think that's short-sighted.
So you named multiple players on all 3 levels, and the guys replacing them, as you mentioned, have just as many stars next to their names. But the thing is that roughly half of the 4 and 5 star players out of high school actually turn out to be productive impact players at the next level. So you're trying to replace 6 or 7, and most likely 6 or 7 are not going to step in and be just as good.